has now concluded. We'll move now to closing statements, which will be heard in reverse order from our opening statements. That means, Mr. Mayor, you'll begin. You have 60 seconds.
Thank you for the opportunity, Juan, and also Governor Wilder and VUU. Tonight on this stage, you heard a number of times where folks talked about the challenges and the problems in the great city of Richmond. And I'm not going to sit here and tear my city down. I love this city. That's why this city is my home. I've chosen this to be my home. And as for me, you're going to get a positive vision. Particularly, you're going to get someone who is experienced and ready to lead at the helm. We have had a challenging summer. We've had a challenging 2020. But we will have to step up and ensure that we close the gaps between black and brown people and those who have and those who do not have. And that's exactly what we'll get under my leadership for another 4 years. I ask for your vote. Polls are open. Please get out there and vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Ms. McLean, 60 seconds, closing statement.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for being here. I just want to say it is time to change the narrative. It is time that the pandemic, because of the pandemic, we have found holes in our foundation as a city. I am never going to tear the city down, but I'm going to always be truthful with how the city is being run or has been ran. Our black and brown families have suffered for so long and haven't had a voice. And it's time that you write the new story of Richmond, Virginia. It is time, by changing the narrative, that we have an inclusive city, that we have a cohesive community. And with voting for Tracy McLean, you will have that. You can lean on McLean, and I'll be there for you.
Thank you, Ms. McLean. Mr. Griffin, 60 seconds, closing statement.
So tonight, we've heard about the many problems that we face as a city, but for the most part, these problems aren't new. Every 4 years, we get the same promises from people running for mayor, but nothing ever changes. So as you decide who you're going to vote for in this election, I challenge you to look around the city and decide if you are okay with nothing changing yet again. Because I guarantee you, if you elect any of my opponents in this election, that's exactly what you're going to get. If you look at Kim Gray, her resume is exactly the same as Mayor Stoney's. Appointed by a governor, ran for office, and the only accomplishments are symbolic ones. Alexis Rogers is following the same playbook. I am here to offer a new path forward, one where the mayor focuses on real results instead of furthering a political career. So I ask for your vote so that I can serve you every waking minute over the next 4 years to build the peaceful and prosperous Richmond we deserve.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Councilwoman Gray, 60 seconds, close.
Sure. I'm running because I want to have a better Richmond, the Richmond that we know and love, to end the corruption, cronyism, and lack of common sense that has plagued us. I have a proven track record, and not only do I have the proven track record, I have the experience needed to lead us into our new normal and our next horizon. So it's very critical to note that I have been a public servant for more than 25 years in the Richmond area, and those communities that I serve can tell you the results that I've gotten for them, and they will speak to that.
Thank you. Ms. Rogers, you can close now. 60 seconds, please.
Thank you. Tonight I laid out my vision for bringing Richmond together and helping us heal really in challenging times, times of crisis, times where families like mine and many others are grappling with the economic realities of today. And that's why we need a mayor with experience and a record that shows that you are fighting for working people. That's what my resume and my background is all about. Fighting for families that need access to health care. Fighting for families that need access to worker protections. Fighting for families that want to equal access to the ballot. That's what my campaign is all about. That's why I'm not backed by corporations or special interest groups that are trying to take us backwards or keep the status quo. My campaign is driven by ordinary people, people who want to see a vision for the future that is brighter, that is more equitable, that is fair for every single Richmonder. And I invite everyone here to join our campaign by visiting my website, alexisrogers.com.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rogers. That concludes this evening's debate. American democracy is inspiring, and never so much as in times like these. I'm so happy to be with you this evening. We'd like to thank everyone who's worked so hard to make this possible.